we've always recruited guys that they just want to play. And if there's ever an opportunity to play more basketball, we're always going to choose to play more basketball. With this group, it's special because we're celebrating a special senior who connected generations. We graduated a really decorated class last year, and Anthony, who's the lone senior this year, was able to sort of transition and do a great job of transitioning the groups. And so a celebration of Anthony, his last time playing in Macedon uniform, but then also a core group coming back next year, with a group that I believe is built to really compete again, for a conference championship. And so, it's sort of twofold with that. But love the fact we get to keep playing. And love the fact that we get to play a MAC opponent. I mean, those are teams we've beaten in the CIT. We beat Akron, we beat Ball State, and both teams that won't schedule us typically. And so to get good MAC opponents, local schools that we'd love to become rivals with, is a great opportunity for the program.
You mentioned, obviously, the core that you guys have coming back. How important is it for that core and that group of guys coming back to learn how to win this time of year?
Well, it's just, more basketball together. And March basketball is different. It's survive and advance. You play that in your league tournament. Then, if you're lucky enough to get in the postseason, you get to play that and feel what that looks like. The other piece that you play to is you get to see who you are as you go through with our early tournament. You have those 2 weeks almost, or a week and a half, and you get to see who you are. And the guys that really want to play, we took a couple days off, but then, we've been going at it with each other, working for this year, but also working for the future, and you get to see who loves the game. And I got a group that, they love being in the gym together, and they love playing the game together.
When you look at BG, obviously they've got some size inside. They like to really pound it into the paint. It's been a focus for teams against you guys all year. How do you defend against that, and what's it going to take to go beat them?
It's funny. It's like every scout becomes, hey, how do you defend the paint? How do you rebound this smash the glass type team? So we faced that over and over again this year. Coming off an Oakland team, in the Horizon League tournament, same sort of mantra with that. It's an area that we're always challenged at, and we got to be the tougher team. We got to be more aggressive. We got to make them play from 30. But on the other side of it is that we got to be better at what we do than what they are at what they do, because they got to guard us. I expect to see a fair amount of zone with how they try to defend us, and we got to make sure that we're just in attack mode. The more aggressive team is going to have success.
Do you feel like the guys have started to put some of the disappointment from the Horizon League tournament behind them and, ready to attack this new opportunity?
It's impossible to put the disappointment behind you. It's what, it's their dream. It's what they talk about all summer long. It's what you build for. But again, it's not failure in terms of where you are. Like, life has many failures all over and over and over again. That's where our growth is coming from. Just like our January basketball was huge for us. We were playing our best basketball down the stretch of the season and position ourselves, the best position we could be to win the tournament because of January, because we had adversity, because they felt what a loss, how that hurts. And so, similar situation. So for this one, it's turned the page and just a celebration of this year's team. Celebration of Anthony get to play more basketball. Who wants an off season? You train all year long. Do you want to, go hang out in the apartments and play video games? Let's go play the game. We've worked really hard to put this team together from the recruiting standpoint, from our team building, from our playing basketball. Let's play basketball until they tell you can't play anymore.
When you look at this week, and it probably diminishes a little bit through the year, but it becomes this. We worry more about ourselves at this point, do we not?
Well, we've played against everything at this stage. Any sort of scout situation, it's a lot easier to, reference, okay, Oakland with how they're going to do an elbow ISO and crab into the post, or it's going to be Youngstown State, how they smash the glass. And so you get these reference points. It's much easier to get our guys to understand. We also have drilled all of that by this stage of the game. And so that's the easier part. But then you're right. It becomes who's better at what they do. It's going to be Fort Wayne basketball. Are we better at what we do than what Bowling Green, who has their style of play of smashing the glass and pounding the ball in the paint and trying to win the free throw battle? And so those are things that we've faced, but we just got to be better at what we do.